Hi everyone. So I just want to review what the classwork for lesson 6 looks like and how to complete it accurately just because it looks really different. So I'm in the review and practice worksheet assignment for lesson 6, and it's going to be working with combining like terms and solving two-step equations. It's a little review. So I've got this first part. When you open it up, it looks like this, and I've got this first part, and I have this table that I'm going to need to fill out. All right. My instructions are I'm going to look at the expression that I have. So I have this first expression that's 3x plus 7x. I need to figure out which terms I can combine together. So in this case, what I can combine together is 3x and 7x. All right. And I know that I'm adding them together because that's what I was doing over here. Okay. Pretty simple. As you get into these expressions, then you might have two things you can combine or more. You need to make sure you're combining them in the right way. Because when I combine them into a simplified expression over here, when I write my expression, this box is going to turn green if it's correct, and if it's wrong, it's going to stay yellow. So if I have 3x plus 7x, I know that becomes 10x because I add my 3 and my 7. Boom, I know it's right because it turned green. If I made a mistake, it'll stay yellow, and I know I'm not correct. So if you turn green, you're good to go. This is only where anything is yellow. Over here, what terms can I combine? That's just for you to think through what you're doing. Over here, we need to make sure we have the right expression after we simplified it. And if you're really confused about what part you got wrong, because this needs to be exactly correct for it to turn green, if you got one part of your expression wrong, it's still going to stay yellow. If you're confused about which part is incorrect, if you can't get it to turn green, you can add a comment. I don't understand why my answer is wrong. And if you comment it, your teacher will get a notification and they can communicate to you how to get the right answer. Okay. The second part of review and practice is reviewing solving two-step equations, right? Looking like this, drawing our line through the equal sign and undoing on both sides. And it's pretty much the same format as when you were working with the table up with combining like terms. We have these yellow boxes that will turn green if we're right. So let's look at our instructions. I have to look at the equation's terms and figure out if I need to combine like terms, because we know combining like terms is an organizational strategy, right? We do that before we solve. If I need to combine like terms, I'll combine them, and if I don't, I'm just going to leave my equation alone. Then I'm going to solve according to the rules of two-step equations, working with my inverses. I write the step I took into the table. If it's right, it'll turn green. If it's wrong, it's going to stay yellow. And there's an example below to help you. This example will be filled out and in your assignment. We're going to work on it right now so that you know how to enter your answers for your problem that you need to solve. So I'm given my equation, 3x minus 7 equals 32. Can I combine any terms here? I can't because they aren't alike. So I'm going to say in this box, no. And I know I'm right because it turned green. If I had said yes, it's yellow. So it knows that I'm right when I say no. Then I'm going to look at my steps over here. Rewrite your equation here. If you combine terms, write your simplified equation. And if you didn't, just rewrite the original equation. So I did not. So I'm just going to go 3x minus 7 equals, because that was my original equation and I didn't do anything to it. And it still equals 32. And I'm good because it's all green. What is the first step to undoing this equation? So I know the first thing that I want to get rid of over here is my lonely number, which is the 7, the minus 7. How do I get rid of a minus 7? I add it, right? Plus 7. It looks kind of weird because the way Google Sheets works, but if you hit plus and 7, it's going to come up as just 7. The plus sign won't be included, but you'll still be good. So if you have a problem where you have to add, it's okay if the plus sign doesn't show up. It just matters that it turned green. And I know that what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. But plus 7 over there, good. What do I now have after that step? So I know on this side, if I have minus 7 and plus 7, that canceled out and became 0. I still have 3x, so I'm going to rewrite that. Oh, and I have to include my equal sign. Good. Now I know that I'm good. When I did 32, I had to add 7 to it. 32 plus 7 is 39. Look at that. I'm all set. All right, I have one last step I need to take before I can enter in my answer. So what is my second step to undoing this equation? I have 3 times x equals 39. I know the opposite of multiplying by 3 is dividing by 3. That's what I want to do. The way we show division is using the slash, okay? It's over in the bottom right-hand corner of your computer with the question mark symbol. Use the slash. And I know I'm dividing by 3. So it's going to look like this. And what I do to one side, I do to the other. All right, I'm good to go. The only thing I have to do is actually divide by 3. So when I do 3x divided by 3, I'm left with x by itself, my equal sign. And when I do 39 divided by 3, I get 13. And I know I'm all good because everything turned green. My answer is x equals 13. You're going to work through your own one of these with a different equation and a different answer at the end to undo everything. And if you're confused about how to do it, feel free to leave a comment somewhere in the assignment, email your teacher directly, or watch this video again if you need it a second time through.